Sup everybody, it's your boy Corey, aka GQ Saint, back for another reaction video. Another death bat early announced for me. You know, today's Mother's Day, shout out happy Mother's Day and all. Also today's my birthday as well too, so I'm just doing this for, I got some stuff to do later on, and pray, because basically my air want to do right now probably done or soon, so I'm trying to do this right quick before I go. But anyway, death bat early announced Simon the Digger. Well, said we can't believe what Simon the Digger can do, Gurren in death battle. Anyway, tongue tied, don't want to bore you guys. Let's go on dive onto the video. I don't know too much about this, so I need to brush up on it. So I tend to, people I never heard of in death battle, I tend to check and get to know and see how they stack up against, you know, their opponent and getting more knowledge about them. But anyway, you already know, special question, have a comment below. Let me know what you're at to. Let me make sure it ain't just right before I get started. I don't want no mishaps. I hate mishaps. Anyway. Okay. Anyway. Alright, let's get it.
Deep underground, Jiha village lived in dreary isolation.
I've seen clips of the show, I remember, but I never did watch it full.
That's where the hero of our story comes in. The young man who would lead his comrades into the sunlight at last. Kamina, the great and mighty. Oh, and his little brother from another mother, Simon. He was there too, I guess.
Simon was a digger,
Simon,
content to drill endlessly through the dirt.
Yeah, I don't know why I say that. Yeah, that's my knowledge, how I know about this much.
The key that activated the mysterious buried mech that Kamina named Lagann. Under his magnificently masculine leadership, Kamina finally drilled their way to freedom, seeing the sun after a life in the dark.
But the sky was by no means the limit. The surface was ruled by the cruel chimeric beastmen, and Kamina would lead his compatriots against them to reclaim the Earth for humanity, scoring a second mech in the process, aptly named Gurren.
And as befits Kamina and Simon's unbreakable brotherly bond, Gurren and Lagann merged, creating Gurren Lagann.
With Kamina piloting the body and Simon the head, these two were unstoppable.
Of all the giant fighting robots in all the animes across history, Gurren Lagann might just be the
I watched that
absolute
show
coolest,
fueled
by its pilot's willpower and capable of
all
making
about
any
Gundam.
weapon they can imagine,
including
that was
missiles,
one of my personal favorite anime
a
mech shows.
sunglasses boomerang, and of course,
drills, wrist-mounted drills, kunai drills, shield drills, kamehameha drills, and everyone's favorite, the Giga Drill Bureku. Side note, it is so funny that the only thing they could think of was drills. That's like if I made booze or something, my whole personality.
With Gurren Lagann's awesome
Piece,
power, Kamina laid waste to enemy forces, liberated human villages, and fomented a rebellion against the Beastmen King, Lord Genome.
Until Kamina died. Oh, wait, shit, was that supposed to happen?
Nope, and it was all Simon's fault. He let his willpower waver, and his soul brother paid the price. After all, he was just a humble digger, at home in the darkness, guided solely by the light of Kamina's spirit.
So his big bro left him with these final words. Have faith in the Simon who believes in you. Damn.
Kamina was the one looking up to him the whole time. It was Simon who found Lagann, Simon who pierced the surface, and Simon who would now lead humanity to victory.
Especially with his gal pal Nia at his side, who helped pull him out of his rut and kick Lord Genome's ass. But victory only lasted 7 years before the anti-spiral attacked.
Unimaginably powerful godlike aliens, the anti-spiral feared humanity's potential, what they dubbed the spiral nemesis.
Remember how Gurren Lagann runs on fighting spirit? Turns out that's just a manifestation of spiral power, an energy that all spiral beings, like humans, have. That's right, the laws of physics run on chutzpah.
Just as the spiral turned inward represents endless obsession and madness, the spiral turned outward spins forever into infinity, the perfect representation of humanity's evolutionary potential.
Potential Simon would use as he led Team Dai Gurren across the multiverse to take the fight to the anti-spiral. And this is when Gurren Lagann gets crazy.
I actually incorporated some of Gurren Lagann's spiral architecture into our very own Mecha Goose Howard. But instead of willpower, I made it run on hate.
What? Wiz, why would you do that?
To test my ability.
I remember that guy.
Must kill all living things.
Okay.
Kill.
We're getting Kyle Rayner, White Lantern, not Hal Jordan as I thought.
I'll get the goose repellent. Come here, Howie. Time for your medicine.
Come back next week as we cover Simone's opponent, Kyle Rayner, the White Lantern.
Yeah, I'm just curious how that's gonna work out. Well, anyway, I think not a lot of people knows about the power of White Lantern. For basically when they don't just watch, the cartoon shows of Green Lantern. They even seen in case they seen the Red Lantern or Sinestro, like vice versa. But anyway, cool video. I might have to do this again. Yes, Simone. I said Simon. That's what it looks like. But anyway. Drop a comment below. You think he's gonna win this fight or not? Well, tune in this way. I will react to Kyle. Yeah, I was looking forward. Well, they already did Hal Jordan with that fight between Ben 10, which they ain't like. There's still some controversy about that video. Such and such should have won. Me, it was still a good fight, but anyway, I got my own personal feelings. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, let me know how you feel about the video. Drop a comment below. Make sure you give a boy a like, comment, and subscribe. And fantastic day. Peace.